So, ancient astronaut theory, species with amnesia.
Ancient astronaut theory. What the fuck does that even mean?
Ancient astronaut theory is that we were engineered by. We were visited and engineered. We've been genetically engineered.
Yeah, because we can't find the connection between A and B.
So we've got
something was interjected.
It seems that someone's came along and edited our gene sequence, and that there's no way that it's not been an evolutionary jump. It's been engineered into us.
Okay.
You know, you heard much of this?
No, I know. Yeah, I know exactly what you're on about. Yeah, aye. If there hasn't been something step in and do a little mod con here and there, where are the bodies?
What bodies?
Like, we can find Homo sapiens and Homo erectus and Homo deus and the Homo whatever's, and now we're just here.
But they dug up all some of the bodies that have been found. You've got the elongated skulls, you've got the giants that are 11 and 12 feet tall.
11, 12 feet tall.
Yeah,
fuck, I've seen some at 30. They're fucking enormous. Mate, some of them are fucking huge, and there's multiple.
And it's like if they're going to hide a fucking 59-foot silver disc flying fucking UFO, would you think they're going to hide that in the side of the mountain, but they're going to go, look, we better show them this one?
Right. So, but like we found all the pre-us, and then caveman-y, I can't remember which the step is. I know now we're obviously Homo sapiens, but between then and there, there's nothing. Nothing.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, like modern history, if you look at the timeline of Earth at 4.5 billion years, and you look at all the things, if that's the number, because we're only taking that as an estimate or a best guess.
Yeah.
And then you look at like the Sumerian tablets are 6,000 years old. So like our history as we know it is 6,000 to 8,000 years old. So I can't remember if it's 6,000 BC and then we are 2,000, which would be 8, but it's 6,000 to 8,000. And then you've got...
But they're finding places that predate that.
Well,
Göbekli
Tepe.
That's a perfect one.
12,000 years old it is.
Aye. Can you got places that predate the Ice Age?
Yeah.
But we're only 9,600 maximum. Well, bollocks then. How is this place 3,000 years older? Or like you're saying, these guys have reigned for 35,000 years.
Well, this is the thing. Like, see, one of the other ones that was in there was the Hermetic Principles. So it's the Hermetic Principles were etched into emerald tablets so they would never deteriorate. And it was...
Is that the crack? Have they found them at all?
Aye, they've been found them. They were found in Egypt under the pyramids.
Okay.
One of the chambers in the pyramids, and Thoth is who carried out the work. He's also known as Hermes Trismegistus, and there's the 7 Hermetic Principles, which is the knowledge of the universe. And I can't remember them all, but it's the principle of gender, the principle of polarity. So as above, so below. Like every god. No matter what the religion, when you start to go further and further back, the story goes that there's a male creator, right, and a female energy, and they combined and create a male child, and we are the male child. Like, that's humanity. And the creative part is our ability to... You ever heard we are made in the image of God? Well, where it comes from is that we have thoughts, which is our male energy, so we can create ideas. And we also have spirit and emotions, which is our female energy, and we're created and it's within us, and that's the image of God. And Thoth lays out the 7 principles, the 7 Hermetic Principles, and they believe that the pyramids was an energy center where if you were enlightened, you could regenerate using the harmonic frequencies that came from the pyramids.
Well, see, this. I touched on the frequency thing, and there was a branch of the Third Reich, and their sole purpose was to go and retrieve bells.
Yeah,
and they're categorized from pre-1200s, pre-1500s, right up to modern day. And that's where they found out, kind of like, obviously frequency can heal, and these bells are all manufactured to give off these certain frequencies, and it was quite a fucking interesting watch, to be fair. Like,
Well, everything in the
everything has a frequency. Everything.
That's
Everything.
how they reckon that they levitated the stones for the pyramids. They resonated the frequency of the blocks and could move them.
Did we touch on the frequency engine before?
Which the frequency engine?
Aye, so they found essentially let's just call it a tablet, for example, and it displays the same as a nuclear reactor, but it is not a nuclear reactor. And I think, so it's a frequency drive, and I think it kind of acts the same as like a nuclear reactor, with the fucking, this is where it gets too sciencey for me, and I don't ken the words, but the fucking, kind of like in the brain, all the neurons, and it creates the fucking energy and so on and so forward. And there's companies like Toyota and shit that are putting a lot of money into it, and they think this will be the next, because if you can create an engine from fucking sound, that's clean as fuck.
I can't remember the German doctor, but there was a German doctor that visited one of the monk masters, in the Tibetan hills.
Yeah.
They tell you about this one with the
Himalayans.
with the pipes. They levitated the stone.
No, I might not be you I was talking to then. I've physically watched a video of a boy do this with a didgeridoo.
Yeah,
Played.
it's like that big, huge, long pipe.
Yeah.
And they've got the drums, and what they're doing is they're creating the frequency, and they're sending the waves that matches the frequency of the rock, and the rock levitates.
I watched this cunt with a didgeridoo play a frequency down this, lift this fucking massive. It would have been heavy to pick up, and he's picked it up on the end of a fucking pipe, moved it and put it down again. Now again, 2023, you can manipulate videos and that, but going by that, and then what I've seen with this thing they've found, and the fact that people like Toyota and Nissan are pumping money into the research of it, it can't be nonsense.